How do I get to Defiance Bay? Do I go through Ansog's compass? It's like the closest thing, right? Black Meadow? This will go to Black Meadow, right? Yeah, this is like a lake. Can't do that. Wouldn't it go out this way? Whatever. We will figure it out. Or fall off this thing. Okay. I'm so hungry. Bottom bridge? Going to the south. How do we get there? Oh, well, if that's the case, then I need to... How do I get out this way? Oh. The barbecue! I forgot. Why else did we make this thing? Duh. Come on, guys. Anytime now. Barbecue. Exactly.
Gather your party before venturing forth.
Alright, the wooded plains. Great, now we get to fight some more stuff. Honestly, I feel like after Raedric, I'd kill anything. I'd go back to the endless paths if I wasn't, you know, had to do some other stuff. What's up, Brave? Let's go kick this thing's ass. Oh, there's probably like a bunch of them. Of course. Look at all them things. Dude, I don't fear anything anymore. Suffer! Oh shit, Durance. Alright, well, never mind. Dude, Durance! Alright, I guess we'll actually have to try. God, so annoying. Is that how that works? I don't know. What the fuck's a pig war? What is that thing? I can't even see it. It's a parasite, looks like. Alright, well, I should stop being lazy and actually, you know, attack with skills and stuff. I don't wanna go. Fuck's hitting a lot. Where is he? Oh, this thing. Well, he's probably fucked. Oh shit, he's alive. Alright. food. That was actually a little bit harder than I was expecting. Yeah, I know. Not like it looks weird though when they walk that fast. So I'm gonna be a pain in the ass about it. I should probably save. I should definitely save. Let's save. Alright. Oh. Let's just get to where we're going. Oh, what's up? A dwarven woman dressed in skins and hides leans against the road marker. Her face is turned down, her eyes darkened by a thick stripe of face paint. She's sharpening a bow and arrowhead with a scrimshaw-handled knife. Her attention, however, is focused on a bear figurine between her feet. A large white-bird fox! Oh, fox. Standing at her heels, looks up at you approach.
Easy, Ichima. It's not him.
What are you waiting for?
Short version? I'm looking for a very, very old friend.
Hey,
I'm not sure what he's
Maharo.
wearing now, but I'll know him when I see him.
Your friend's supposed to meet you here?
That's what I heard. Of course, the man who told me so was carrying a staff he claimed was made from dragon bone, but I know Whitewood when I see it. That should have been my first clue, but I had to try something.
What are you talking about?
The long version. Here we go. I'm from an island to the far south called Nasitok. I came here looking for a village elder, a man we knew as Persok. I'm a hunter back home, so tracking someone wouldn't normally be a problem. But Persok's trail is cold, to say the least.
Why can't you find him? There can't be that many dwarves. He died when I was still a young girl. Forgot to mention that part, did I? I'm looking for his latest reincarnation, which could be anyone. Oh, shit. How long have you been looking for him? 5 years? So you've been searching 5 years for a stranger you barely remember, who could be anyone now?
That about sums it up.
Alright, well, actually know how you feel.
And you have my sympathies. Hopefully you've got a better lead than I do.
How does that statue help? She dusts the figurine on her trousers and raises it in her small, flat palm. It's carved in the shape of a bear, smooth and round. The polished adra is worn to a dull mat along its arched back and ovoid haunches. A soft glow emanates from within.
Cute, isn't it? It belonged to Persok. Before he returned to the wheel, he left a splinter of his soul in it. Something to help
My
us
class
find him later.
is druid.
When I left Nasitok, it was completely dark inside. But as I've gotten closer to Persok, it's glowed steadily brighter. Since I've reached the Deerwood, however, it's gotten hard to read. Some days it flickers and goes dark. Others it shines nice and bright for a few hours. But most of the time it looks just like this.
So what you gonna do?
I can tell you what I won't do again. Rely on miracle peddlers. It was some so-called watcher who sent me to this crossroads in the middle of nowhere in the first place. I was on my way out of the Balmarsh
God,
when I
this is a
heard
long
talk of
story,
traveling
dwarf.
mystic who could supposedly see souls. I knew it was a long shot, but what did I have to lose? I went to see this fellow and gave him the Audra figurine. He made a big show of moaning and rolling his eyes, and after I'd given him 5 golden dukes to lift the shroud, he told me to seek the crossroads in the field between the Wolf's Lair and the twining trees.
Go on.
He thought he was being vague, but I know the area well enough to recognize that he meant this place, right between Defiance
Very
Bay
true.
and Twin Elms. I had a bad taste in my mouth, but my coin was spent and I'd already left an arrow in his knapsack as a friendly warning. Told him I'd come back and leave him with another if it turned out he was giving me a runaround. I've been here a week now. Guess he had the last laugh after all.
So, what if I'm Persok? Not to disappoint you, but there's no chance. This thing would glow like a torch. Can I see it?
Why?
Crap. Please. I'm a real watcher.
You expect me to believe that? After the story I just told you?
You got nothing to lose.
Fine. But if you try to run, just remember that my arrows are faster.
You raise the Adra bear, turning it in the light. As your eyes catch a tiny glinting scratch, the scenery around you melts away. You're standing on a cliff overlooking the water, seeing through eyes that aren't your own. You catch the musk of beasts and miss the fresh scent of vegetation, and your heart beats a little faster. You'll have to watch your step up here. You look down just long enough to see the sharp, pale cliffs drop into the water hundreds of feet below you. I see a vision of cliffs high over the water. Does that sound familiar? Your question is greeted with shrugs and silence. Well, shit. I've got it. He's standing on a cliff. Apparently, that's all I can do.
What are you talking about? What just happened?
I told you, bitch, I'm a Jedi. If you'd seen the way she stares at dead things, you'd know she's serious. Oh, eater.
You realize I've got no coin to give you, even if I did believe you.
Come with me. Oh, no. Does that mean I get to keep Balls? Well, Balls, she's just a recruit, so does that mean she'll stay? Stay with me forever, Balls. She's only level 3, no wonder she fucking sucks. Yes! I get a character with a fox. I'm excited. Hell
Point the way.
yes. Itsumak. Hopefully she's more useful than Balls. Not really feeling the melee characters in this game. Oh my god. This, please stop hitting me. Okay. You didn't see that. Where was I going? Oh, that's useful. Not.
Certainly.
Wait, north, Canada. West, Defiance Bay. I'm assuming this is west? Which way is north? Well, that's gotta be north, because it's where we just can't. Oh, wait, north? Fuck it, let's just go this way. Oh, this is north. Oh, that's where I want to go. Good! Didn't it say west? So much. Yeah. Thanks for following me, guys. I don't know why you're enjoying this. But, it works. Oh, look, it's Ball's counterpart. As you near, you feel a vibrant history contained in the essence of this man's soul. Voices from its past seem to call out to you. Reach for the soul! You see a flurry of matted white hair and an incandescent freeze-fire staff before you see the man, cold and wild. You choose a wizened apple slowly, discharging spell after spell into the jumble of villagers screeching their way towards him. Cold flame vents from his nose, and apple seeds shoot out of the side of his mouth as he saunters forward, ignoring arrows and curses alike. A deliberate twist of his staff, and a bullet of force glides through the torso of one assailant, and another. A roar blisters his throat, and he launches himself into their midsts, tearing into their essence with his staff. A pleading hand reaches towards him, and quickly falls, ignored. Silence takes hold as the tattered man gathers his prize, a basket of fresh pears. He hums as he eats. Dude, I want that guy on my team. Murder the whole game. Hey, I'm fine. I'm fine with there being so much story and text. It gives me something to do. Because otherwise I'd probably not be talking. I'd just be like super intent focused and you guys would be like, what the fuck? This is so boring. Hey guys, what's up in your shoe? Oh man. Oh my god, this is way too much shit. 15 minutes? Alright, whatever. It's the shortest journey we've taken yet. My throat hurts.
Defiance Bay, the city at the heart of the Deerwoods Revolution, now seems on the brink of another. Refugees line the streets, homeless and hungry. displaced by White One's legacy, hoping for relief within the city walls, and finding none. Dissidents congregate to protest and to heckle, calling for an end to animancy and the ouster of their duke. The city's militiamen cast fearful looks as they patrol the streets, their hands trembling at the hilts of their weapons. The capital of a country that had not long ago incinerated a god now appears to be a spark away from sharing the deity's fate.
Dun dun dun! I'd be cool if there was more cinematics. What's up, guys? Oh shit, can I steal him? Kitty! I'll pet the kitty. Let's see. I don't know how they feel. I think the little like mask thing is stealing, but I didn't see that. Today's Great Extreme background. This. The comment system? I like the comment system.
Those walls surround the whole city.
Oh. New in town, eh? You've picked an interesting time to visit Defiance Bay. As always. I picked an interesting time to visit Gilded Vale, too, with all the fucking people hanging in the tree. All these refugees fleeing the frontier and finding the legacies, no better here. It's the Animancers. Magrids scorch 'em, and they nest in this city like rats. You mark my words, though, us dozens are gonna put a stop to them. So, tell me about this shit. We're an organization of interested citizens who want to free Defiance Bay from the dangerous influence of Animancers and the tyranny of the aristocrats who support them. We also consider ourselves a militia of sorts, seeing as the Crucible Knights are little more than a flock of preening nobles in training these days. Just like a militia, the dozens. Except for the trading, and the discipline, and the code of honor. And we're always looking to expand. The more people see things our way, the better for the state of the country. If you have an interest in hearing more, stop by Admithston sometime. The Expedition Hall. A lot of free thinkers in there. Can get straight all the nonsense and the nobles and the Animancers want you to believe. Might even be some paid work there for motivated types. What are you doing? Trying to get folk to see reason. We're in the midst of a crisis, and instead of purging the nefarious forces from our city, the Duke is granting Animancers dangerous liberties. What do you know about animancy? It's the study of manipulation of essence, which any sane person will tell you is the purview of gods. Edirans at least had the sense to outlaw it, which is the only good thing you can ever say about them. It's not like magic, chanting, or the soul readings those ciphers do. It's been around since ancient Ingwithan times, which is why you'll see Animancers tinkering with old Ingwithan artifacts. Half-truths, all. But he's an enthusiastic performer, I'll give him that. Trouble is, the Animancers have no idea what half those artifacts actually do, not that they'll admit it. Our empathetic friend is correct about one thing at least. Tell me more about Defiance Bay! This is the capital of the Free Palatinate of the Deerwood. We started out as the capital of an Ediran colony, but we booted the Flaccid Scepter from these lands 150 years ago. The Flaccid Scepter. Okay. These days, we're a major port receiving trade and visitors from all over the world, but we, some of us anyway, strive to hold on to the pioneering spirit that earned us our freedom a century and a half ago. The city is divided into 5 districts: Copper Lane, First Fires, Andres Grift, Brackenbury, and Heritage Hill. Oh god. Tell me about Copper Lane. This is here. Oh wait, this here is Copper Lane. It's primarily a market district, but you've got the Expedition Hall directly north of here, where you can join treks into the wilds. That's also where my fellow dozens martyrs and I tend to meet up with other concerned citizens, so ignore Copper Lane. And that's the Hall of Revealed Mysteries. Eerie place, you ask me, but they've got the biggest library in the Deerwood. Eerie indeed. Ha! It might be less so if more kits stepped inside. Perhaps we ought to visit Mouse and see just what mysteries are revealed. What's the Brackbury? The nobility that didn't sail back to the Aedir stayed here. Most of the families there trace their lineage back to old imperial times. Other than a lot of has-been nobility, you've got the Hadrid House, where Lady Webb and her spies operate. Ooh, and Brackenbury Sanitarium, the main cesspit of animancy in the city. First fires. That's where the revolution started, hence the name. These days it's overrun with politicians and panderers, but we'll take it back someday. That's where you'll find the Ducal Palace, the Valian Embassy, and the Crucible Keep. The Crucible Knights were the original freedom fighters in Defiance Bay, but now they're just strutting peacocks with their eyes on fancy titles and their heads up their asses. There's an old temple of Wodika there, too. We keep it real nice for her. Alright, tell me about Andra. Got the name because it was a wetland that was drained back in the Imperial days. Now it's a seedy district populated by sailors, common folk, and more than a few thugs. But it's a fun place, too, if you know where to look. Look for the place called the Salty Mast when you're there. The Salty Mast. Other than that, it's mostly warehouses and abandoned homes. Heritage Hill. It used to be one of the most prestigious districts in the city. Heroes of the Revolution claimed plots up there, next to the ancient Inglethan Tower and the city cemetery. Had the best views in Defiance Bay. Attracts richer types these days. A lot of animancy patrons. You wouldn't have heard, but something happened over there a couple months ago. The authorities sealed it off, and they're keeping their mouths shut. But mark my words, animancy's to blame. Okay, we're done. Bye, bitch! Okay. What am I doing here? I don't even know. Let me catch up on what you guys are talking about. Cat petting simulator. I would totally play a cat petting simulator a lot. Like, probably all the time. It would depend. It'd have to be a nice cat. Like, one that lets you pet it and snuggle with it. Not like my cat, which is not like you to touch her. Oh, you were talking about the second game of, what, Xenosaga? I thought you were talking about this game. Combat system. Ugh. I really like the Xenosaga series. I wish they would have actually made all 6 games like they were supposed to. But what can you do? What's this stuff? Temple of Wodika. Where did they say that was? Temple of Wodika. Brackenberry, Catacombs, First Fires. I think he said Goose and Fox? Brackenberry. What was the last one I looked at? First Fires? Andrea? What's happening? All revealed mysteries? I don't know what's going on. Where the fuck is Wodika? Whatever. Let's just go run around. Let's just check it out. Oh. Oh, is this a dead end? Am I at a dead end? Great. Well, so much for that plan. What's in this door? Yeah. Oh, why is my daughter? Come on. Peter wants to talk to me.
The dozens.
Pretty sure you. Oh, I thought you weren't going to talk.
Within 100 miles of that bridge when the Godhammer went off.
Haha.
Too bad, too. Soon there'd be less of them.
Godhammer. That's what they call the bomb that blew up Widewind with. Don't know much about it other than that. Anything kills a living god? Guess you gotta name it. I love you, Eater. Why do they call themselves the Dozens? Those 12 Dear Woodens stood outside Halget's Citadel, waiting for Widewind to cross the bridge there. They had to hold him there long enough for the Godhammer to detonate, so that's what they did. What do you got against them? Nothing serious. Nothing I don't have against a lot of folks, anyway. The Dozens, they like to take things into their own hands. Gets ugly sometimes. We don't have them in Gilded Vale, but they'd be right at home there. They picked that name so they would do whatever they wanted to feel like it was right. Got nothing to do with honor or sacrifice. They like to invoke Magrin, too, which they especially want to feel right. Somehow I don't think she'd be too impressed with that lot. I'm sure she'd like to set them on fire anytime they use her name, but the gods probably got rules against that sort of thing. Too bad, wouldn't mind seeing something like that. Proof that the gods are just. What I wouldn't give for a little of that. Let's go. Good idea. What's going on in here? Look at this freaking Goku guy. It's all Super Saiyan shit. You see a fire burning slowly on the side of a winding road, unmanned. There seems to be no fuel, no wood or oil for it to consume, no hay or twigs. Despite this, it roars, crackles, wails in the wind. It takes you a moment, but you begin to notice a figure in the flames. Its shaking hands cradle a young face, molten red tears marring skin the color of coal. The boy cowers, flame coating him as he holds his knees to his chest. In the distance, a man approaches, faceless. He extends a hand to the frightened child, who considers it warily before taking it. The flames die down, leaving his limbs and settling on his head like obedient pets. All tears dried, they walk together, fire and death, hand in hand. God damn. That's some shit. My attention span. I hope you mean lack thereof. You must be new. Alright. Oh my god. Alright. You see a wizard playing illusions in a town square, fingers plucking color and sound from the air and weaving scenes of beauty and fright. A crowd of onlookers gasps and cheers, enthralled with the display, all but one boy, standing off to the side, mouth agape, green eyes pale with wonder, vision after vision playing out before him, and something inside the boy clicks. Without warning, he bolts, disappearing into the crowd, pushing and shoving desperately. The mage finishes his show soon after, a giant silver dragon descending through the crowd and 1,000 stars exploding into nothingness. Collecting coins, he walks around the clapping crowd, bowing and nodding at each as he passes, until a small sack is dropped into his hands. The boy stands for a moment before him, small and still, and begs the wizard to apprentice him. He glances at the hefty bag, weighing it, and the boy, carefully. Finally he nods and flicks gently at the bag, which disappears. The boy grins. "How'd you do that?" he asks, but the illusionist merely winks. A vulture. You see a hand, curled and bruised, staked to the floor with a bent metal spike. Blood covers the floor and drips from the furnishings and walls. This man looks up from the body he is crouched over to survey the carnage he caused to the family in the house he now spokes. 4 bodies total. A woman, 2 young men, and a girl lie blindfolded on the ground. Their legs are bound and both hands are attached to the floor with spikes. He has lifted the woman's blindfold and is currently doing something to her eyes. He pulls back a small blade and covers the eyes again, gently patting the blindfold. He stands and looks around, seemingly satisfied with his handiwork. Suddenly, his breath quickens, hearing someone approach the door to the room. He bounces in place, excitement almost overwhelming him, then rushes to the back of the room, concealing himself in the shadows. From his vantage, he sees the bodies are perfectly arranged, each one facing the door, welcoming the man of the house back, arms outstretched as an effing embrace. The door opens as he slowly pulls another spike from his belt, the tip of his tongue playing across his teeth in anticipation. Dude, that guy is a freak. I'm only reading it because I'm streaming. And it's story time with Mouse. Hello. Oh my god, I don't want to talk to all these people though. I'm starting to get tired. There's way too many people with names. And I'm kind of hungry. How about let's stop the stream here. And next week I will run around here and look at all this shit because there's way too much. I'm tired. I have a headache. I'm really hungry because I've been eating all day. And I think I'm talking too much because my throat hurts. Yeah, so next Friday, 9 p.m. And possibly, when is June? I think there's like a week in June that I might be streaming a little bit more often than just once a week. So we'll figure that out when we get to it, but I might play this a little bit more often. And fun times to be had. I'm just glad I killed Drake tonight, honestly, because that guy's a douche. So thanks for hanging out, and I'm gonna go to bed because I'm old after I eat. That's important. Okay, so make sure you follow, and stuff because it's fun, right? It's fun when people follow. I like getting emails. It's good times. See you later.